Guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be cooking some biryani. Now biryani it's scary to some people because it has a lot of steps, but I have come up with a way to make it the easiest way. This is Kenyan biryani, not Indian biryani. It is not the original biryani because I just think that's too complicated, but you can still get the same flavors. I just like making things easier for myself and for you guys, how to still get the taste that you want. So I'm just going to go in steps so that you can understand what goes where. You're going to need your rice. These are 3 cups of rice. You need to soak your rice in water at least an hour before you cook your rice. You're going to need a lot of onions. Onions are going to go, some are going to cook the chicken, and the rest are going to fry them up. You're obviously going to need your chicken. I'm not going to use all that because it's a lot. These are drumsticks. Okay, you're going to need ghee. If you don't have ghee, you can use regular cooking oil, but ghee has more flavor. You're going to need plain yogurt, but you can also use cultured milk, maziwa mala, either or. If you have this, you're good. You're going to need some cilantro and some mint. I don't like mint in my food, so I'm going with cilantro, but you can use both of them. Okay, now I'm going to start with what is going to go in the rice. If you have cinnamon sticks, even better. I have powders, so a teaspoon of the cinnamon, a teaspoon of the cardamom, a teaspoon of the cumin seeds, and a teaspoon or 4 to 5 cloves. That is going to cook our rice, and some oil. Okay, that's going to cook our rice. I just want to make that clear. Now, what goes into our chicken, which is what I'm going to marinate overnight, is cumin seeds. You're going to need cumin seeds. You're going to need cinnamon, some black pepper, which is right here, and you're going to need cardamom and cloves. Let me say that again. You're going to need cumin seeds, black pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, and cloves. So that is what is going to go into your chicken, together with the gram masala and the turmeric. Okay, so gram masala, turmeric, plus what I just read out to you. Now for me, I already have that in this spice. It's called pilau masala. I understand everybody doesn't have this, but if you do have this, it makes it easier. You can just jump and use this. But on top of just using this, you will need garam masala and turmeric. So as you can see at the back here, it says exactly what I was saying, that you're going to need your cumin seeds, your black pepper, your cinnamon, cardamom, and cloves. But I am lucky enough that this is already done for me in a mix. This is Kenyan spice. If you do not have it, just get the spices that I just said and you'll be fine. So we're going to start by marinating our chicken. I want to marinate it overnight and then cook it later. All right, let's get to it. I almost forgot. You're going to need garlic and you're going to need ginger. Okay, and you're probably wondering, why is she not talking about the food coloring? So you can use saffron. You can use saffron, dip it in milk so that you can get that reddish orangish color. Or you can dip it in water and then just sprinkle it on your rice. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I do not have saffron in the house, so I'm going to use some red food coloring. You can also use yellow food coloring, or you can use turmeric. It's just what you prefer. Okay, yeah, I think that's everything. Okay, cool. Let's marinate our chicken. So guys, I marinated my chicken and covered it and put it in the fridge for overnight. So you definitely don't have to do this. If you don't have time, you can just marinate it for at least 2 hours. The more the better, so that the chicken can marinate very well. So this went into the fridge overnight, and then the following day I took it out, and then I soaked my rice. As you can see, it's soaking right there. I soaked it for 1 hour before cooking it. This is something you want to do because we're going to be cooking it only halfway, then start layering. Okay, so if you've made it this far and you've not yet subscribed, please kindly do consider subscription. Hit the notification bell so that you can get notified anytime I upload a new video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Go to the comment section, tell me how you feel. Niambie tu vile una feel, niambie tu. Please guys, also don't forget to give this video a like kama imekubamba. If you liked it, please kindly do not forget to give it a like so that it can be recommended to others. So guys, after 6 minutes, I took out my rice. Remember, we do not want to cook it fully. This is totally optional. You can cook your rice fully and mix it up later, but this is just how they make biryani authentically, I guess. So you're supposed to use aged basmati rice, but I didn't have that and I couldn't find it in the stores, so I just used royal basmati rice. It's supposed to be long grain. Mine is not really long grain. But after 6 minutes, because I had soaked my rice for 1 hour, it is halfway done. Well, let me say 3/4. I think I overcooked it a little bit because I soaked it for an hour, but then yeah, that's how it looks like. It's still hard, it's not fully cooked, it's still hard but soft on top, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, so we're going to be using this to layer our rice as we go. So guys, I went ahead and added my ginger and garlic. There's no reason why I added this later, so you can add it in the beginning to cook together with your onions. So I don't want you to think there's a specific reason why I put this later. I honestly think maybe I forgot, but we shall not be admitting that. So go ahead and put your garlic and onions together and cook them in the beginning. It doesn't matter if you put them later. You just have to make sure they get cooked, because if ginger and garlic is not well cooked, it's gonna give a bitter taste. So our chicken is almost fully done. As you can see, it's starting to fall off the bone, so I'm just gonna let the liquid simmer down. And that liquid, I did not add any more. That's just the liquid that's coming from the chicken and the little bit of water that I put when I was rinsing off all the marinade, and the yogurt that we put. I didn't add any more liquid. So guys, we're going to start layering our rice now. So our biryani. So we're going to be using oil from the cooked onions. That's just the oil that I used when I was cooking the onions. And then we're going to start layering the I'm putting oil because I don't want my rice to stick at the bottom of that cooking pot, because that cooking pot is not non-stick. So I'm going to start by putting my rice, just making sure that the pot is, you know, evenly coated at the bottom, and then I'm going to continue with the others. So you're just going to be seeing how I'm layering this. So the next thing I'm going to be layering or adding is my onions. You do not want to overcook your onions. Make sure they just turn dark brown or golden brown, let me say, because when they cool down they become darker. I also added some raisins. This is optional. You do not have to put raisins. I put raisins because I love raisins, and it just adds another layer of flavor because of the sweetness. Mind you, they are high in carbs, so yeah, this meal is already high in carbs. So if you do not want to increase your carbs, don't put it, but the raisins do add another layer of flavor. And then I'm going to be putting some cilantro. As I said, you can put cilantro and mint. I choose not to put mint. I just use the cilantro. Then I'm going to be putting my chicken. I'm also going to be, you know, sprinkling the soup, a little bit of soup from the chicken, because it also has the yellow color from the turmeric and also the flavors from the soup that was left in the chicken. And then on top of that, we're going to be putting our rice again. So it is step and repeat with the layering.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
So the last thing for me to add, guys, is the food coloring, and I chose to use red food coloring. Now I will issue a disclaimer here. I love my biryani bright, super red. The more red it is, the better. If you do not want your biryani to be majority of the color to be red, use a quarter of what I used. Okay, you see how much that is? Use a quarter. So just dab twice. Here I think I dabbed like 4 or 5. That's 4, 5 times. So you would put 2 times or dab twice, or just 3 times. Then I covered it and I let it cook for 15 minutes without opening it, and then once it was cooked I let it rest for another 5 minutes.
baby,
So after cooking it for 15 minutes and letting it rest for 5 minutes, now it's time to uncover it, and our rice should be fully cooked. Remember, our chicken was fully cooked, so that's why I only cooked the layering only for 15 minutes. As you can see, the majority of my rice is red, which is what I like. So as I said, if you don't want it to be this red, it's fine. You can just minimize the amount of food coloring you put, or saffron. So guys, we've come to almost the end of the video, and I just want to say asante sana for those of you guys who have stuck it out throughout this video. Thank you so much. For my returning subscribers, asanteni sana, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please kindly do consider subscription, and I guess I'll see you on the next one.
fire.